Made on Zencaster.
And then I think we're going to do one for Ben. Because we have one for Ben, right? Yeah, we have one for Ben. I'll use that one for Ben.
Yeah, you have the...
Stuff's on fire for Ben.
You're screaming on fire. I love that one.
That was totally my idea, too. I told him, I was like, hey, Jim, how about, since he always has issues, how about you just be in the background just screaming?
Hi, I'm Billy.
And I'm Jimmy.
We are the Bulk and Skull of podcasting, and we want to welcome you to the numbskullery that is the Zeo to Hero podcast.
Where creators and fans come together to share their love of their fandoms.
Welcome to this episode of Zeo to Hero, where... why are taxes even a thing? But anyways... I am joined,
you libertarian.
I am joined by the one and only, the one they almost caught, the Yeti, Jim. Also, his birth certificate is a apology letter to a condom factory. So,
you know, I'm still surprised I'm not getting royalties from the cups. Like, I don't know what's going on here.
Yeti cup, yeah. So,
like, come on,
Jim,
guys. I need money.
So, Jim, we have a special guest today. It is a man of 1,000 faces.
He's also a new member of this Zeo to Hero group we have.
Oh, yes. Mm-hmm. Been an enjoyment of listening to his stuff and watching him quick change out of everything like a magician. I'd like to welcome
a magician's
on...
assistant?
Well, yeah. Well, he could be both. Well, I'd like to welcome on to this episode of Zeo to Hero, Cosplaydude637, or as we know him, Willy with a Y, not an IE. Don't get that
twisted. Spelling wrong.
Don't get that wrong. What is that, guys? Thanks for having me.
Spelling all kinds of wrong. Let's do this.
Let's do this.
Is it a WHILLIEY?
All right, Jim, pump the brakes there. All right.
Well, you pump the brakes.
So, Willy... what's been going on with you, Willy? We talk to you, on almost a daily basis, and a daily basis you get tired of us.
Just you, Billy, not Jim.
Oh, thanks.
Well, he needs me for stuff still, so it's good.
Yeah, Jim's still helpful.
Oh, you guys.
Production manager.
Yeah. Oh, man. So, what's in the life of old Willy right now?
Not much right now. Kind of stalled on cosplays. I need to get back to work on making some new ones because I've got plenty that I still want to do.
Oh, sweet. I was actually surprised to see that one yesterday of Domo.
I know that was
funny,
literally that was literally thrown together. It was like, oh, they're doing an episode of Gundam. Hey. Let's see if I can pull this off.
Well, it worked. I was
really
like,
good, man.
As soon as I saw it, I was like, that's Domo.
I'm sitting there, I'm looking, I was like, is that Jason? No, wait,
No.
Domo.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
I looked around. I was like, do I have any red headbands that's long enough?
Yes.
Hey, look, scrap of fabric. It works.
That's usually how cosplays come together.
Pretty much. I mean,
yeah.
most of mine are literally pieced together from different outfits.
Well, they still look pretty good.
Yeah.
Like, they look great, man.
How many, do you know off the top of your head how many you have at the moment?
If you want to count Domo, I think I'm now up to 20, maybe a little less than that. But now, I think if we count Domo, it would be 20.
Now, is that just you in different costumes, or is that you with different voices of the different costumes too?
That would just be me in different costumes. I tried a different voice once, and that backfired on me completely.
Were you like Christian Bale's Batman?
Yeah.
Grover.
Well, apparently my Gambit accent went from French to New York.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I heard about it.
You didn't hear that.
The worst part was everybody's like, well, Gambit's not French. Why would he have a French... Gambit's Cajun, people. What do you think Cajun comes from?
Yeah.
Pick up a comic.
I mean, do
Those-
basic history. You know, the French quarters in Louisiana.
Right?
Well, the French own Florida, Louisiana, Alabama, all those states right there. They own all of them.
Oh,
And,
here we
Yeah.
go.
So,
Yeah.
where do you think they got the Cajun accent from?
Yeah,
Where do you
yeah.
think? Where do you think New Orleans got its name from? New Orleans? That's not an English name. That's a French name. Come on, guys.
Orleans.
Orleans
Right?
is French.
Yeah,
Some
yeah.
people
think
just
that's
don't know.
I think that's the hardest part of cosplaying comic book characters is people do not realize their backstory sometimes. Like, for example, my
Oh.
Nightwing cosplay, I get a lot of attitude when Nightwing is being rude to Batman. I'm like,
He's like
can
rude
you
90% of the time to Batman. It's great.
please pick up a comic because there's a whole section where Nightwing wanted nothing to do with Batman. He was
There's
mad
an
at him.
entire section where Nightwing takes over as Batman. Is just a complete asshole about the whole concept of being Batman. He's like, "Why am I being Batman?
Right?
Yeah.
It's too much annoyance. You don't
I
need
mean-
an atomic car."
Let's look at it this way too. Nightwing, the name itself was a slap in the face to Batman
Mhm.
because it was from a Kryptonian superhero.
Oh. Okay, see, now y'all got me there. I don't know much about the Batman series.
Come on, Billy.
So,
It's not that
come
hard.
on.
It's Batman. Like, you should know everything there is to know about Batman. His name is Batman, and his alter identity is Bruce Wayne.
Yeah,
Well,
you got it right
okay.
there.
Right
And his
there.
parents are dead.
Uh-huh.
Exactly. That's all it is. Parents are
Aw.
dead.
That's all you need to know.
His name is Batman, and his alter ego is Bruce Wayne.
Yes.
And he has a thing for adopting children.
Not just children, orphan children.
orphan children.
That. Yep. There you go.
Who he most likely killed the parents of.
Jesus Christ.
Most likely had a part in it. Yeah.
Let's get the temple hat on, boys.
We gotta get the
We're
tinfoils
doing-
on.
Oh boy.
We're doing it.
We're going into theories.
Now, your Nightwing cosplay actually kind of took off on you, didn't it? That one you did?
That one video where I used the audio from Teen Titans kind of just blew up on me.
Oh, wow.
Oh man, yeah, that was like overnight. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I know it's still growing. It's like in the 9s now, and I'm like, what the heck, people?
Oh man.
Oh, wow.
It sounds like when Ben did his McChicken one, and it hit like 5 million in like a few weeks. Oh my goodness, that was crazy.
Right?
Oh, yeah. So,
I mean, I know a good chunk of it is hate, but still, it's getting me out there. So
oh, yeah. Well, yeah, if they're mean to you, it's doing something because it's making them leave a comment and watch it. Because, like, by the time they write something, it's already gone like 2 plays on it.
right?
So you're getting views and comments out of it. Yeah.
Tic Tac's algorithms. Yeah.
gotta love them.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, we have to talk good about it. Yes, Chinese overlord TikToks.
I actually got a comment on one of my videos this morning that I posted like months ago, and it was like Zach is spelled with a CK, not a CH. Misspelling annoys me, and I was like, all right, well, hitting the block button annoys me too.
Right?
Come on, nobody
I'm
cares.
still hitting the delete button. Oh well.
Yeah. Oh well.
Okay, you know, I have one big complaint about TikTok. Well, there's a lot of big complaints, but like you can't moderate from the PC. You have to moderate from your phone. So like when you're
I
on a chat, you have to do it from your phone, which is total bull malarkey. Because I'm sitting there, I'm like, I don't like using the app at all. I hate using the app because, well, I'm paranoid, and like so I'm like, okay, I'll just nope, can't moderate for the stupid PC. Nope, nope. There's no app for the PC either. So like, what the heck? TikTok,
Yeah.
Right?
get it
All right,
together. Come
TikTok,
on.
take notes right there. He's telling you what to do. Fix
You
the
already
problem.
spying on us. Take notes, buddy.
Watch about a couple hours later, Jim gets banned. hammered.
Like, don't worry,
So-
TikTok. You can find me. It's not so funny, Jim.
Yeah.
Personalplug.com.
So, hey, so
they
we
banned for the stupid reasons.
yeah. I had a question, Willie, for you. So the cosplays that you do, are they like your personal favorites, or are they some of like your fans, like plugs, like some of their favorite ones that you do for them?
Most of them are my favorite characters. Kirito, of course, from Sword Art Online, one of my favorites. Gambit, Nightwing, they're all my favorites. Now, I have one that I haven't done a lot of him lately. He's from Fruit Baskets, and that one I did for my daughter.
Oh, okay.
She's a huge Fruit Basket fan, and I was like, okay, let's.
Who are you doing from Fruit Baskets?
The cat.
Oh, makes sense. Yeah.
I can't think of his name all of a sudden. I just lost it. It's like
He's
gone.
the only one who's not part of the actual like group.
Yeah.
Like I read Fruit Baskets when I was in high school, and it was adorable. Like, I'll leave it like that. Leave it like that.
Like my next big project cosplay that I want to do is by far my all-time favorite character, and that's Tuxedo Mask. Sailor Moon.
Oh, wow! I haven't seen that show in forever.
I think the hard part's gonna be finding a top hat.
Yeah, but it has to be.
I'm gonna do it without the top hat. I'm gonna go with the manga version, which does not have the top hat.
If you do a top hat, I gotta just ask. It's gotta be obnoxiously tall.
We're talking Abe Lincoln here.
No, we're talking about Doug Dimmadome.
Yeah, like Doug
Oh,
Dimmadome.
okay.
Like you're not getting out of your house with it on.
No, I'm laughing because I can picture him doing it.
It's possibly a thing now. It might have to happen now, just because Billy said it.
Wait, can you do like the fake like Abraham Lincoln beard? It's been like I'm Doug Dimmadome, Abe Lincoln's best friend.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness. Okay, like I feel like we should start making up cosplays.
Yeah, but it'd be like Cosplaydude637.
Cosplay dude Dimmadome. Oh, this is gonna be great.
Oh.
This is great.
And this is
but
what
I
happens
do-
to come on this show.
But getting back to what you actually asked, Billy, I do take suggestions. It's just sometimes I don't get them right away, just due to the fact of making it itself.
Okay.
I'm still wanting you to do Char. That'd be cool. See you in a red tuxedo, almost.
I think the helmet's gonna be hard to get your hands on. Because
Yeah, I was
those
gonna-
helmets.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, like there's an entire subplot with him and Gundam Wing where he doesn't wear a helmet, but that's a whole subplot for that. And like the Char's character is like 5 different series, a different timeline. Oh my god.
Yeah, 5 different series.
Say if it's
Oh,
Gundam Wing
different-
characters, then my wife might like that. She was the
Well,
Gundam Wing.
He's the one who pilots at the end. He's the one who pilots Tallgeese.
Yeah. He also has like a really like powerful mono eye, or as they call them, Zaku's.
Yeah. He also at one point he pilots Epion.
Yes. Yeah.
I wonder if we're gonna get the Epion figure at any point. Oh, sorry.
Speaking of mobile suits, have you guys ever? Because it just popped in my head because you said Epion and made me think of Aquarion.
I've
Have
seen
you guys
it.
seen that
Yeah.
one?
Yeah, I've seen it. It's
Yeah,
yeah.
the first one was okay. The second and third one, they kind of get a little out there for me.
Yeah, I watched it and I was like, okay, that was interesting to say the least. And then right after that, I watched the second one and I was like, I'm not gonna watch this anymore.
Yeah, the second one.
No.
I mean, the first one there is some adult innuendos put in there.
Yeah, and like,
But the second
okay,
one,
that's
there is
fine.
like slap in your face adult innuendos.
Okay, like don't get me wrong, I get the Ichi kind of fan, like, you know, fan service stuff. I get that. Okay, cool. Like you got perverts watching. Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Like you got people who are gonna watch just to watch for that. But then like you could do like fun, etchy kind of style like series. Like High School DxD was fun. It was, you know, pure fan service, but it actually had a damn story. Like, and then you got like other big mech series that doesn't have any fan service at all. Like Eureka 7 has no fan service. It has great music, but no fan service. And like,
I don't think I could have finished Eureka 7. I've tried.
you need to get past like episode like 4. Like once you get past episode 4, it really picks up, and it's 50 episodes of greatness after episode 4. And
Yeah.
I'll leave it like that.
I feel
And,
you on the not being able to finish a show. That's brutal.
Yeah. And like there's a ton of mech anime out there I know that use fan service to get people in. Like look at Gridman SSS. That's
one,
all fan service.
That one I couldn't get past the first episode.
It's all fan service. But it's also like fan service plus the fan service for the people who actually want to watch it, because it's Ultraman. And so you get a lot of Ultraman-esque things, but then you get a lot of fan service as well. So it's like, okay, cool, yeah, sure. Yeah. I'm going on a tirade about fan service in anime.
Yeah, hey, it is what it is. It happens with anime. Trust me, I can trigger a couple of your listeners right now by saying 3 animes I won't watch.
Oh, don't worry. I'm completely okay with fan service. Like, I get it. Like, okay, you know what got me into the Arrowverse?
I don't know, a TV screen?
It's Steve Arnell, the guy who played Oliver Queen, was doing the commercial for it was him doing ladders, the salmon ladder, completely shirtless, and that kind of got my attention really quick. So I started watching it.
Of course, it'd be a guy.
I was sort of like, all right,
I think
I'll watch
Steve
that.
Amell shirtless gets everybody's attention. I don't care
Yeah.
what you are.
I was like, okie dokie. I feel like I should watch this today. And I blew through the first 2 seasons, and then I kind of stopped after they got rid of Slade. Slade was a great character in that. When they got rid of him, I was like, whatever.
Yeah, Slade was. Yeah, I've seen all of Arrow. I have not seen the newer stuff of the Arrowverse.
I liked
I
the
kind of got bored with
Heroes
Flash
of Tomorrow.
being the whiner.
I watched most of the Flash. I watched like the first 4 seasons of Flash. And it was fine. Okay, cool. And then they got rid of Heroes of Tomorrow, and I just kind of checked out. I stopped watching.
Heroes of Tomorrow, that was a good one too.
Another show I haven't watched is Flash.
Don't watch it. It's not really worth it.
Okay,
It's
that's
not.
what I've heard.
I mean,
Like, the
you
only-
can get like synopsises or little quick videos of the
Yeah.
story is the same thing. Barry gets beat, he realizes he ain't that fast. Bad guy wins for a good period of time. Barry gets faster.
But there's also the only character in the entire. There's 2 characters I liked the tech guy.
Vision, not Vision.
You know what I'm talking? No, not.
Yes.
It's the guy who works at Star Labs.
Vibe.
The
guy
I liked him.
Kim Vibe.
Yeah, he was fun. I liked him because he came up with all the fun names, and I liked Thorn, the Reverse Flash, the guy who's Reverse Flash.
Yeah.
The actor who played him was great. He did a great job in season 1 and did a really good job in season 2 when he came back, and that's it. That's when I stopped
You
watching.
like the version that plays Wells?
Yes,
Or
that
are
guy.
you talking about the actual character
The-
that was?
The guy who plays Wells, like the guy in the
Okay.
wheelchair. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was great. He was super evil, and it was really fun to watch him be evil. And then it just kind of fell off when he came back. It was then like not evil.
Well, he became Wells then.
Yeah.
He was no
well,
longer Thawne.
It
he
wasn't
was
as
Wells.
fun. It was nowhere
was
nearly as fun.
Cisco.
It didn't-
Cisco Ramon. That's the guy
Cisco.
you were
Yeah,
talking
Cisco.
about.
Because he's named
'Cause he had the
after
Big
Cisco.
Bang.
Yeah.
He had the Big Bang references
All the
time.
Big Bang references on every shirt he wore. A little ridiculous. If you are enjoying the silky sounds of plastic being clipped together, scraped, sanded, and painted, come on over to the zeotoheropod podcast, where you can check out Billy and myself, the Vulcan School of Podcasting, seductively tell you how we're right about Power Rangers.
Welcome back to the show. That didn't go so well. Anyways, speaking of shows, talking about storylines and stuff. So, Willie, I heard, well, not only heard, listened to a couple of your shows yourself.
Yeah.
You have 2 different ones that you've actually written the dialogues and the storylines. So hit us with the one that's been going the longest.
Right now, the longest one would be Storytime with Cosplaydude637. I did recently just change the name because it kept getting confusing.
Just a little bit. Just a bit.
And that one's just basically me reading fan fictions that I've written for 4 different shows. Power Rangers, of course. I got 2 on there. And then Sword Art Online, I got 1 for that one. And then Shadowhunters, which is a book series that I'm highly attached to. I mean, tattoos and all. So.
Okay.
With tattoos, I feel like you're a little more attached at that point.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
it might-
I only
it-
have 15 Shadowhunter tattoos.
Well, that's a little attached, yeah.
Yeah.
Just, that's a tad bit.
Somebody put somebody in witness protection. But yeah, kind of like that. That shows your story time because every week, it's weekly, right?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
weekly, Mondays.
Monday. So it's always different.
Monday.
It's never the same thing twice. You kind of like rotate, right?
Yeah.
So and that's what I like
So,
about it.
I wasn't there at first. I was just trying to get stuff out, but then I was like, okay, I need a break between each story, especially the last Ultra Rangers one I did because I left you guys with that cliffhanger. I wanted a break.
You sure
Make
did.
you all,
Yeah.
Niggas.
make you all wait.
The mid-season hiatus. This is what ruins TV shows.
But so yeah, my plan now is it will be Ultra Rangers, Power Rangers Cyberforce, Sword Art Online. Wow, and then Shadowhunters.
Well, I like it because it throws a curve every week, so it's always something different for me. So I'm not always having to listen to the same story, and I like that. That's what I like about it.
I like the I've been enjoying the fact it's getting better. Like, okay, like you can go back and listen to your first stuff, and you can kind of tell what it was your first attempt, and now it's coming together. It's sounding better. The storylines are taking it's doing it sounds better, and it sounds more fleshed out. And it's like any show. Like the first couple episodes are always going to be setting up and doing things, and it's always going to be kind of meh. And then it really starts picking up, and I've been really enjoying it.
When you threw the cliffhanger on your last episode, I was so happy that you cross-referenced another cosplayer into the realm. And do we expect to see any of that later on down the line?
Oh yes, our good friend, the Red Cornish Ranger, will be making more appearances in Ultra Rangers and in Cyberforce. We are working on a special little project together that might add in something else.
Oh, okay. Oh, interesting.
So, definitely be ready for that.
Now the question is is he getting anything cool out of it?
Who? Mark?
Yeah.
I mean, he's getting to be a part of the show, so I guess that's cool. No, he's getting his character out there. We're definitely doing his version of the Cornish Ranger with the new helmet, with the new shield. So
I'm looking.
It's definitely putting his character out there.
Well, I'm also like the fact you're incorporating him, and you're bringing in people from the Zeo Network, the Zeo Network. You're bringing him in. You're gonna keep producing it underneath our brand, and it's gonna keep growing everyone else out with it. 'Cause I'm pretty sure Billy is part of something, right?
Yeah, Billy is part of something now.
Yeah.
Hey, come on,
A
guys.
little cameo coming up.
Yeah, I might as well. I've never done voice acting, so I was like, I'll try it. Let's do it.
Voice
I've
acting.
also
We'll send him an image of his character so he knows what he looks
Okay.
like.
Yeah.
Yeah, Billy.
And I've never done underwear modeling, but I failed first attempt because apparently you have to wear it.
Oh, snap. This just went in a completely different direction for the show.
So the thing about underwear modeling is the fact you have to be at least 25.
Well, I am double that almost. Damn near 50.
Oh man, you're closer to 50 than 20 now.
But yeah, I love how this is going. Now we've only talked about one of your shows. What is the other one that you have got going on?
All right, the other one is FairyTail, the audio drama. That was born from two things. One, my love for FairyTail, the anime, / manga. The manga's better, of course, but
The book's always better.
when manga isn't. And then Power Rangers, the audio drama.
Fully Cooley isn't better than the show. Sorry.
Damn.
You got me there.
Casting stones over here.
The man who lives in a glass house shouldn't cast the first stone, right?
Right.
That's right. All right. Give me my stick. Give me my stones. I live in a wood house. Let's do this. There's bricks with that stuff. I got this.
And I'm actually enjoying this because you're not only narrating it yourself, you actually have a narrator. You have different voice actors, and you're putting this all together with the lines they send you. And I'm actually enjoying this.
So yeah, this is Yeah, this is strictly like we said, it's an audio drama.
Mhm.
It's voice actors are sending me lines. I am cutting it together thanks to Jim's knowledge, because I would be up a creek if I didn't have his help with that.
Don't go calling me on it things.
Do it more.
It's been a new experience for me because doing story time is just me reading, and now adding in sound effects and music and stuff like that. But this one, I have to wait for other people. I have to stay on top of them. You know,
Oh, it's almost like being a
It's
project
just-
manager or something.
yeah, kind of like that. Kind of like it's a project to do all this.
Now, have you received all the lines already for this one that you just?
For episode 2,
Yes.
that's coming out the 30th. Fingers crossed. Yes, I have all my lines.
Okay, cool. I remember that you were counting days on the chats and stuff, and I was like, I hope he gets all the lines in.
We had one late entry. It's my person that's now playing Isis.
Oh.
So
Did,
for those who listen to episode 2, we're gonna have a different voice for Isis. Just be prepared for that. That's the main villain.
okay.
She's not on Discord, so I had to kind of get with her in a different way. So
Fair enough.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, because I saw one of them. One of them had surgery or something like that as well too, right? Someone had surgery or something.
oh
Yeah.
yeah, Wendy,
Yeah.
the voice of Wendy. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh man, I hope everyone's okay.
Yeah.
Well, she said in the chat, I believe she said that it came out good. So I hope she's doing all right now.
You can't trust these people. They were on drugs.
Oh god.
We don't know what they were on when they wrote that.
Yeah. Yeah.
They could have been delusional.
Oh man. So, you have any? Do you know how far this is gonna go for you? Like, as in, like, how many episodes per season? Or are you gonna do seasons of this?
Well, with typical anime, you have arcs,
Oh.
not so much seasons.
Got it.
So I know the Egyptian arc, which is the overall called FairyTail that when I started writing it, it was called the Egyptian arc. I know we're gonna get through Isis getting to her goal, and then of course, the heroes winning. Typical story stuff. How many episodes that's gonna take, I'm not 100% sure yet. Just because I am writing this based off of, my knowledge of FairyTail and then my imagination. So I'm hoping for a good chunk, but
Well, I'm all for it. I'm all here to see this or listen. I guess
Billy's all in.
I'm all in. It gives me something
Billy's
to
a ride or die.
more just die.
Land the field and just die.
Yeah.
again, I will state that the same thing I said to Jimmy the other day. Hello, medical professional
Yeah.
here. Kind of my job to keep people alive.
Oh, what are you
yeah.
talking about?
Yeah, I remember we were talking about this surrender, and then that's how you just busted it. Hello. Yeah.
Hi.
Just lay down
Oh my
and die.
God.
It's fine.
And then I love it when you come into like a conversation like at the high point and you don't know what's going on, and then Jim hits you with like something like a violent gif, and you're like, I'll just go away. I'm just gonna go.
Like, I'm just
I'm
gonna
like, I'm
back
out.
away
Later.
from this right now.
I'll just back away slowly.
Yeah. So great.
Say it! I don't want to say it! Say it! No! Say it! No! No!
Say it.
Okay, fine. If you're liking this audio drama from Cosplaydude637, you might really like the other stuff from the Zeo to Hero network, like the main pod, Zeo to Hero, with the Bulk of School of Podcasting, myself and my brother Billy. I also really like Maker Rangers on YouTube and on podcast. I really also enjoy Iron Avenger 52 on TikTok. And yeah, lights on YouTube. in upcoming shows from the Red Cornish Ranger. And you might want to check out his other shows, like the FairyTail audio drama from Cosplaydude637.
How hard was that?
Really hard. People ask me why Rocky's so cool, and I tell them they have to wait for the YouTube video to come out. Besides that, though, we have other conspiracy theories. All right, Billy, what do you got?
So I have one that I've been thinking about that I personally believe that the Green Samurai from Ninja Storm is probably the strongest Green Ranger out there. Because if you watch in the episode, he's very smart, he's very techy.
He also breaks granite with his hand.
Yes, and
Right.
the chest armor that he wears on the suit, when he takes it off, it becomes a crater in the ground.
That's right. So unmorphed, he's already exceptionally strong. Like, he's already super strong. He's breaking granite with his bare hands. He's able to defend himself. Cam is awesome.
Yes.
And like he built the Megazords himself. That's gotta mean something, man. He's able to do. He is able to exhibit great feats of strength, and then he gets the Green Ranger power as well, which like amplifies your abilities anyways. Like, it amplifies you out the wazoo, and so like just you times it by like 10. Voila, that dude is unstoppable, and I don't know why like he's not just going and one-shotting things.
For real.
Right.
Yeah. What sold me is when he took the armor off and it just like hit the ground. It was like ping. Yeah, and I was like, oh yeah, this is it. He's got to be like really strong.
Stop wearing the armor, damn it! Just go out and one-shot things. Come on, bro.
Weight training.
Get it over with.
God.
Now, what's another one we got going on?
We got the one where Time Force is the precursor to SPD. That one's kind of fun.
I'm gonna say, isn't that factual?
No, because there was the Time Force.
Dad was Time Force.
No, Sky's dad was SPD. Because on the he had a pin on his uniform that said SPD.
In the picture, right?
Yes. It was the Time Force.
Yeah, it was the Time Force uniform, but the pin said SPD.
Yeah.
But it was never acknowledged that Time Force came before SPD.
Interesting. Well, I know that Time Force was able to jump
because
into
also Time Force was also year 3000, while SPD was in year 2025.
Mm-hmm. So they could have jumped time. Interesting.
It could also be that SPD got time travel, and the figure out time travel. Time Force came back like ha. No.
No.
No time traveling for you. You got 900 years.
Did the Sixth Ranger time travel in SPD? Sam?
Oh yeah,
yes,
Omega Ranger
time traveled back, and so did the Omega Ranger, and then the Ultra Ranger or whatever it was, the silver one, which is like Nova Ranger, yeah.
Nova.
They both time traveled back. Yeah, so like time travel exists in this universe, and I'm pretty sure like Time Force is like ho, nay.
We can't have that.
Hold up.
Or we could go with Wes's company just replicated the Morpher. Because he kept the Morpher for the Time Force Red Morpher. They replicated contract with SPD when they got to Earth.
That's a theory I've heard too.
Yeah, contracted with SPD when they got to Earth, and then SPD took the Red Chrono Morpher and then and analyzed it. Cat made the SPD powers because even the A Squad had the in-space helmets, so I'm pretty sure they were replicating something at some point. Like something got replicated somewhere, and I know it's a production thing. I get that, but somewhere down the line, story-wise, it could have been replicated somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Did it ever say in oh gosh, I just lost it. The Beast Morphers?
Beast Morphers, yeah. What about it?
Did it ever say how he got like the future Morphers? Because he had all the Morphers and stuff.
He didn't have Time Force Morphers
in that vault.
He didn't have Time Force Morphers. He had
He didn't have Time Force in that vault?
No, he didn't have Time Force morphers. I don't believe he had Time Force morphers, but he also said that he got them from across the grid. Like, it came from different, like, it didn't just come from his universe, it came from different universes as well. So hence why he has a Dino Charge morpher and stuff, like the Dino Charge crystals. The RPM stuff, he got it from a different universe as well. So he was like, they were already universe traveling at that point. Multiverse traveling.
Okay.
So he was able to get stuff from other universes, which I thought was pretty cool.
Can I just state the fact that we saw Zed's staff in there, and then there's a little teaser in part 2 of season 2 that Zed comes
Zed's
back.
staff. We've had this
Zed's
conversation before.
I'm just saying it kind of like completed our theory that he was going to go and find it.
Well, I was gonna say at the end he said he was going to go find his staff. At the end of that,
I'm gonna go with my
episode he was
staff,
in.
and then we had leaks for the new episodes coming out for the second half of season 2, and he's back with the staff. And I'm like, yeah. So we might get a.
And he has what's his name with him? He has
Scrozzle.
Yeah, it's Scrozzle.
Scrozzle,
Yeah,
which-
Scrozzle
Which I think Scrozzle could have put him through because Scrozzle was from Beast Morphers.
Yeah.
So
And Scrozzle
yeah.
himself
Well,
was.
that's who had all the weapons was that villain.
Yeah.
Vengex.
yeah.
Vince's
Exactly.
gonna get all the weapons, and with Scrozzle himself is also in between dimensions as well, because he lives in the that digital dimension where Vengex ended up at.
Maybe instead that Zed time travel, instead he dimension jumped.
Well, they pulled him out of
Wormhole,
time to
basically.
start with. Like they pulled him out of time because this is pre MMPR like Zed.
Right.
So I don't think he's actually ever going to be defeated. He's just going to be sent back in time to where he's supposed to be at. With two
Yeah, he's gonna
staffs.
just return to his time.
His time. Yeah.
So that's what I'm thinking. Like the series is going to end out. Either Zed comes back and just like wrecks the Rangers, and then has to lead into another season where they're just powerful enough to beat him, or they barely beat him and then like lose all their powers in doing so.
Oh god, don't give that same team new powers. I am so over that.
Yeah, no, I'll be checking out with that. Like, nope.
Which I say that in what is my Ultra Rangers? the original Rangers with new powers.
Yeah.
Well, you know, they did do the first 3 seasons with new powers. The same costumes, new powers with glitter.
Yeah. If so,
Yeah.
facto.
Glitter.
Yeah.
But you were saying something in the Discord the other day that caught my attention. Zed and Zordon are friends? Or were friends?
Okay, so in the Split History comics, so in the comics, supposedly, in the comics, Zed was, spoiler warning, Zed was Zordon's superior officer.
Yes.
Because Zordon was a member of the elite corps of soldiers. Then Zed got promoted. Zordon got promoted to like Alpha Supreme Leader or whatever, like the head honcho. While Zed stayed in the same place. Zed wanted to protect. They found the Zeo crystal. Zed wanted to destroy it or use the power to do something with it. And when he touched it, it flipped him inside out.
Yep. That's why Zed looks like the way he does.
Oh.
Yes.
And then
Okay.
Zordon
Well, that makes
went
sense
after
on why Zed looks like he does now.
Yeah.
And then Zordon found
very-
out he was dying, and then became a head in a tube.
In
and
the
whole,
comic though, it's very descriptive of how he turns. Like
very
it
descriptive.
shows it. It shows like him getting torn
It's-
apart.
like I'm like, this isn't for kids.
This is not for kids. Yes. I've actually.
This is
read
5
that,
kids. This is not for kids. This is Boom Studio.
Yes, I haven't read much of the comics. I listened to Shattered Grid thanks to the website
Yeah, okay.
one of you guys gave me,
Yeah.
or the YouTube channel.
Yeah,
Guys gave
comic
me.
story. Yeah, that was
Um,
great.
and yeah,
I,
and then I was listening to the Turtle crossover, and that was
okay.
It's been a long time since then.
the comics right around season 2-ish, where Rocky, Jason, and they all like shift teams and stuff. Right around then's when the history shifts. Right around then, and so the Rangers go off to be Omega Rangers instead of going to the Peace Conference. So that's where it kind of splits that for the
Also, they cut the peace conference out of
Yeah.
the comic altogether.
yeah, and so Jason never comes like in this universe. Jason is will probably not come back to be the Zeo Gold Ranger later on.
No. Yeah.
At this point, they're still with the Thunder Megazord, so I don't know where they're going to take the comics, but I know that they got ninja powers coming up, and they got Zeo powers coming up after that because the Zeo crystal has been acknowledged and has been talked about, and it has been used already. Like there's multiple. The Zeo crystal has been used, but by the Eltarians,
Yeah.
which is the new comics get a little out there. To say the least, the new comics are a little bit out there.
Well, in the series, didn't they not know where their planet was?
The Eltarians,
Because that's
or
why
Earth?
Zordon.
No, they knew where it was. It was impossible to get back there. The only way they could get back there reasonably was through a wormhole. Yeah.
Okay,
And-
because I know in the series they used the little wizard dude
Larigo?
from the Turbo
Larigo.
movie. Yeah.
Which has a T at the end, which makes no sense. Why is it Larigo and not Larigot?
Maybe
It's Lergiot.
Damn. Okay.
Come on, guys. How do you pronounce this bull?
Woo!
I know this. I was writing an article about it. And oh my
Larigot.
goodness. Larigo. Come on now. Okay. So yeah, no, they know where Eltar is. It's just impossible to get back there with their current technology. So they had to use a wormhole, because even at that point, so when they got to in space, they couldn't travel that far out because they never got that far out. They could never get that far out that quickly. So we can assume
How far out is KO-39?
not as far as Eltar.
Huh.
I was gonna say because they go to KO-39.
Yeah, they go there a couple. It's only like a
remember
couple
that.
light years away. Yeah, it's only a couple, like 1.5 or something like that. In story, like I'm pretty sure, like it'll be. By the way, did you guys see the James Webb Telescope photo?
Yes.
It was
Yeah.
beautiful.
I've also
Sorry,
seen the new
talking
ones
with space.
too, of like the infrared ones that our eyes couldn't see in the picture.
Those are amazing.
Absolutely
I thoroughly
amazing.
loved every photo they've put out, and it's gorgeous.
I saw the
Makes you feel small.
Yeah, I saw the picture of all the universes, and I slapped my finger on the screen. I was like, "That's where Zordon's at."
Someone posted one of the, like, they zoomed in really close to one of the stars and they put the Astro Vega ship, and I was like, ah!
Oh, yeah,
I saw
yeah,
that.
I saw that.
I saw that photo.
I'm like, dang it! All right
Ah.
then.
Yes,
Oh, but yeah, no, super cool stuff, man. The marvel of future tech, right?
Uh-huh.
Right.
All right, Jim. You were saying the other day to us as well. I forgot where this was at. Probably on Discord, but you were trying to explain why In Space was not at the legendary battle.
They were there actually. So if you
Oh.
go back through, like they were there. I was trying to explain how the Rangers showed up in different suits.
Oh, that's right.
It was an editing problem. So they showed up in Space, Turbo, and Zeo all were there. All right? So in Space, Turbo, and Zeo can't be there all at the same time. You can either have two
Yeah,
or
because
three.
they're a lot of the same
You,
people.
you can't have all three, because you either have Cat and Cassie, Cassie Cat. Like you have, like, there's only two people for the Pink Ranger suit. Like, think of it like that. There's only two people for it. So, and then you can't have the Turbo Red, which they didn't have Turbo Red in the scene. Like they show the scene, like the backdrop of all the Rangers that showed up, which aren't that many. They took out Turbo Red. All right, but they left In Space Blue, which is fine because that's TJ. But they also had Zeo Red, and they also had Zeo Red. They had Tommy Red, Tommy Green. So I'm like, okay, you can't have both of those. And then there's a shot you see the next scene where they're all rushing. You have Dino Thunder Black, Turbo Red, Zeo Red, MMPR Green, all in one scene. And I'm like, bullshit.
How?
Like, you can't have this. You have to hit
The
continuity,
universe is
guys.
going to explode.
Continuity's a thing, boys.
Oh my
So
God.
theoretically, my theory is actually is these Rangers are pulled out of time. So the Rangers, you don't actually see their helmet off. You can assume that they are from out of time, and that they need the suit to stay on, because if they take the suit off, and if you touch yourself like that kind of way, if you come in contact with your other self, you implode. The universe implodes, because that's how time travel would work. If you come in contact with your former self, you kill yourself.
Same matter can't be in the same space
Yes.
at the same time.
Right.
So I think that the Power Ranger suit can disregard that rule, as long as they, are still morphed. They can be near vicinity of each other and not destroy the universe.
How would they? Because in another show, they kind of explain a little bit more into that. That they
Umbrella
would
Academy?
suffer from. Yes, Umbrella Academy would explain paradox sickness. So you would go insane if you were in the same timeline as yourself. So, but I mean, the legendary battle didn't last that long.
Doppelganger, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it would affect them because they weren't there very long. But
well, you also got to think about it too. Their suits would be protecting them.
Oh, that's
true.
According to the Commissioner Handbook, Chapter 27, Subsection 3B, the 7 stages of paradox psychosis are Stage 1. Psychosis. Stage 1, denial. 2, itching. 3, extreme thirst and urination. 4, excessive gas. 5, acute paranoia. 6, uncontrollable perspiration. Number 7, homicidal rage. and the kid who quotes it's great. Oh, God. Okay. So you can get through a couple of those in like 10 minutes. It's fine.
Right.
They're not really around very often. Okay, but that's my thought is that they were pulled out of time by the morphing grid because it's been shown that the morphing grid can pull rangers at a time anyways. They can already do that. The morphing grid is essentially an all-powerful being.
I was going to bring up. Yeah, I was going to bring up the fact that RPM comes into Samurai, and he can't take his suit off.
Yeah. That whole thing. Oh my god.
Oh, he does.
Yeah.
That's right.
He comes over by a train, which we can assume is created by the morphing grid or Dr. K, one of the two.
They also said that he what's the character's name for RPM Red?
Scott.
Scott. They said Scott never got a battleizer. Well, he did in Samurai. The shark.
Yeah, I was gonna say he
technically yes.
Yeah, he used the shark saber.
Yeah.
Was that technically even a battleizer?
That is. It's an alteration and a power up, right?
Well, didn't he also use the black box?
No.
Because didn't he have on the white cloak?
Yeah. Oh well.
No.
No. He didn't use a black box.
But didn't the black box? Isn't it that for?
That's
just the Shogun
powers.
Shogun mode.
Let's see. RPM black.
No,
box.
Shogun mode is something else. Shogun mode is something completely else.
Let's see. Let's scroll on down. There's a lot of history. Okay.
Wow.
Only Shark Attack. That's all I get with Shark Attack mode.
Yep.
He didn't get anything else.
Okay.
He was a necessary evil. Yes, he was. Battle on the Moon. He was there. Yep. Split history. Beast Morphers. Oh, they mentioned
RPM was not on Battle on the Moon.
Yeah, in the comics, he was. He made an appearance.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was thinking Forever Red. Like,
that's too early. That's too early there, guys.
Yeah.
Guys.
Guys.
That was way too early, guys. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, he only got the red truck one, but he did get a really cool like uniform for it, which looked pretty sick.
Yep.
It was red instead of like with the black one, something like that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, here's the image of it right now. Yeah, I can see
It's out
where he kind of gets like a V. It's similar to the white cloak, but not exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he technically does.
Yeah, it's kind of like a V. It's where his belt is at.
Mm-hmm. Well.
Yeah. Well, the Red Ranger, his had the white shoulder pads for Samurai.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't have, and he doesn't have the shoulder pads for the RPM suit. That's pretty cool. Nifty. All right. Cool. So that's stuff I learned today.
Ranger stuff.
Things I learned, guys. Things I learned.
You guys are so cool.
Who dis?
Hey, is this Jim?
Maybe.
Oh, great. I'm Billy. I've been trying to contact you for weeks about your podcast extended warranty.
Oh, no, not again.
But listen, I got some great deals about the Zeo to Hero podcast. Do you have a minute to listen?
Can I take a phone survey afterwards and, just put negative reviews?
Yeah, no. But listen here. We range from 90s Power Rangers, 90s nostalgia, giant robots, interrogating cosplayers, maybe even moon landing. But you gotta listen in each week to find out what kind of shenanigans and numbskullery we get into with us or our guest of the week.
Can I hang up now?
Yeah, there's gonna be a phone survey. in about 15 minutes. All right?
You're gonna call back, right?
No, not me. It's an automated message.
Okay. Tired of these dang stupid spam calls in the middle of dinner.
Thanks again for listening to this episode of Zero to Hero with Jim and one of our favorite guests. Well, I can't say favorite because everybody's our favorite that comes on here.
Whoa. That's a strong word there. Favorite?
So, thanks again, Willie, for coming on, talking mess with us. Definitely, if you have any plugs, go ahead and advertise yourself.
No personal
I'm
plugs.
just
Yeah.
Cosplaydude637 across the social medias. You know, I'm on TikTok. That's where I'm mostly known for. And then, of course, check out my story time with Cosplaydude637 and FairyTail the audio drama.
Yeah, and then keep an eye out on TikTok for his new cosplay, Michael Phelps. You know. So.
Oh my god. Get out of here.
All right.
Just too much.
All right, Jim. You got anything else?
I want to say welcome to the Zia the Hero family.
Uh-huh.
Like family, yeah, it's a strong word too. Welcome to the Zia the Hero network. I hope you enjoy your time here. I hope we can let you help. We can help you grow into whatever content you want to make, and hopefully, we can help you get where you want to get to. Welcome aboard, man.
Oh, thank you for having me. It's been great. Golf clap
Hey.
over there.
Awkward silence.
Yeah, and you can find us, Zio to Hero, on all our networks, or on all our social medias at Zio to Hero, all one word. So, definitely. Awkward. Thanks.
Definitely check them out.
Thanks, guys.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I swear we are the coolest guys ever.
Oh,
Shark
man.
Attack mode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I feel like we need to be in a basement playing D&D.
Guys.
If I roll a 7 or higher, my fireball will extinguish you.
The question is, do I get a save or no? Do I get a Constitution save? No. Okay.
Jim,
The
go
four
get your
people
pizza
play D&D
pockets.
is like,
They've been sitting in the microwave for 3 minutes already.
guys, the oven's on. Let's get your pizza pockets together.
Call your mom.
Yeah.
Guys,
Call your mom now.